Alright, hi guys.
Hi Joe.
In case you don't know, my name is Joe. I'm Ryan's best man. And I've known Ryan and Audrey for a very long time. Tonight I'm honored to give a speech on their very special day. And I'd like to start by telling everybody I'm not the best speaker in the world, so bear with me on this for a little bit. Had a few cocktails, so hopefully that helps me out. So, on Ryan's bachelor party, he said, "Joe, don't worry about your speech. Just go ahead and just make the whole crowd laugh, and you'll be fine." So, all right. Over the past 20 years, Ryan has been everything anyone could ask for in a friend. He's been caring, supportive, trustworthy, and then most of all, he's been a great partner in crime. I have many stories throughout high school and college with him and his Monty and his Blazer, and a lot of those stories will probably be better told at a different time. I would like to tell one story though. It kind of illustrates just how good a friend he's been to me over the years. It happened our senior year in high school, and I was in a pretty big pinch with my girlfriend at the time, and I was kind of under house arrest. I couldn't leave the house. My parents had me grounded, and I really needed to get to St. Louis at 6 a.m. the next morning, and as early as we could. This was the difference of following Plan C with when Plan B wasn't an option and Plan A failed. So Ryan, knowing the dire situation, without even hesitating, asked to volunteer and say, you know, I'll do it. I'll go down there and take care of the situation. I'll help you out. And that's just how he's always been. He's just, whenever you're in trouble or whenever you need anything, he's going to be there for you. I'm sure most of you that know Ryan, have had similar stories like that with him. He's just got character like that. Last forever. I know Kurt wants to give a little bit of a toast too, but before we do, let's raise our glasses. I have a toast. This is to you two. I know you guys have been together for a long time, but may your love be modern enough to survive the times, and old-fashioned enough. Hold on. May your love be modern enough to survive the times and old-fashioned enough to last. Cheers. Cheers.
Well, good evening and welcome. For those of you that don't know, my name is Kurt Berry, and I am the brother of the groom sitting right here. I typed up this little speech Saturday night because if you're at the rehearsal dinner, you found out I'm not exactly the greatest storyteller to put on the spot. They know about this. So here we go. Ryan and I growing up together under one roof was actually pretty calm. I mean timid, just never really fought, never got into any arguments, like the typical brothers do, they always fight and stuff. He never really did much of that. And he always treated me well, and always looking out for the best of me, being the best brother that he could be. And I cannot thank you enough for that. I love you. However, there is one thing growing up that he did to me that still haunts me to this day. After dinner one night, Ryan thought it would be funny to chew up some food, just chewing it up, pin me down with his knees, my armpits on the ground in the living room, and he force fed it to me. Force fed it. making me almost throw up all over the living room floor. Just absolutely disgusting. That was a long time ago. I believe it was Christmas Eve 2012. And I still haven't fully recovered yet. If you didn't already know, I also graduated high school with Audrey. I went to school with her since 5th grade. So I kind of got like both ends of the spectrum here, you know. I know my brother, I know the bride. I kind of got both sides of the story and stuff, you know. During freshman year of Spanish class, Audrey and I had assigned seats next to each other. Remember that? She would always ask me questions about Ryan. And for the most part, I talked him up to being like a pretty cool guy. Because, you know, like I said, I always looked up to him, you know, being big brother and all. Although I did say that he was a little immature at times. Which, well, we'll let your mind wander on that one. I don't want to get into too many details. No, I'm only kidding. I mean, picture this. Ryan in high school was always cruising around in that 1997 Chevrolet Monte Carlo of his, aka Black Lightning, with the subs in the trunk just a bumping to like some Cisco thong song or DMX or I don't know, whatever was cool back in 1985. I can't remember. That car had like this overwhelming odor inside of it. I don't know what to describe it. The only way I could say is it just consisted of like Lucky brand cologne and about like 7 of those little peachy peach little tree air fresheners. And like every time you bought a new one, you would never throw the old one away. You always just kept on like putting them up and putting them up. He'd have like 7 up in his rear view mirror, and you know, one would be like, you know, like 3 months old. I mean, but whatever you gotta do, you gotta do. I don't know, I guess it worked for you. Anyways, with all jokes aside, they started dating Audrey's senior year, and I couldn't be more happier for them. Transition. I'll always remember growing up when me, Ryan and Audrey were back home from the summer months, down in my parents' basement, just, you know, hanging out, talking, laughing, and being real productive. Sometimes me and Audrey, Ryan had a spelling problem growing up. He always had like trouble spelling words like barometer, barometer, or metal. Anyway, so like a typical day at my parents' basement when they were back from college would be like waking up at the crack of noon, showering by maybe 4, and going places like Walmart at 9:30 at night. Where are you going? Or the times we, you know, go gravel traveling, and Dad would always get pissed. He'd always tell us not to leave because, you know, we'd been having a few drinks, but we'd always leave anyways. Ryan always reassured us that tomorrow was a new day, which has kind of been like a slogan for the 3 of us, kind of like an inside joke. And I know that, well, I should probably end it pretty quick. And I didn't know how to end it. So I Googled like, you know, how to handle like a wedding speech and stuff. And what I came up with was, and with that said, it's all type right here. I would like you all to raise your glasses as we toast the bride and groom. And as the late John Lennon once said, all we need is love. Congratulations, everybody.
Well, I'm sorry, I really haven't prepared anything like this today. I'm Bob Sennett. Been a friend of Ryan for many years. And it's great to see everyone here and celebrate Audrey and Ryan's special day. You would say a friend might be somebody that's always there for somebody and maybe gives compliments when compliments due or are needed. Our group of friends, we definitely might be there for each other, but there's no such thing as compliments with us. All we want to do is we want to give each other as much shit as we possibly can. That's what it's all about. Everything's a competition. From the silliest games, events, sports, it's all about who can get an edge on each other. Just so we can give each other shit that next day. That's what it's all about. With that being said, I think I might actually give my first compliment to Ryan tonight. And as hard as this is, because trust me, I want to make fun of him, watch his teeth get red, watch him bury his head between his legs. But one thing about Ryan, he is a ladies' man. He knows how to treat a lady. I mean, this guy, he went to a Carrie Underwood concert in the front row, dancing and singing with Audrey, loving every minute of it. And on a Saturday night, this weekend on a regular Saturday night, they had a gingerbread house making contest. They posted it on Facebook for all of us to see, just so we could vote on it. To see who made the best gingerbread house. And you tell me that's not a real man right there. But in all seriousness, there's one thing I've always admired about Ryan, and that is he does know how to treat a lady, and he cherishes the ground that Audrey walks on, and that's something that we can all learn from. So as hard as for me that to say is, Ryan, I do admire that about you. But after that, I love both of you. And Audrey, you still have a chance to run. All these gifts are refundable. It is New Year's Eve, and we can make this one hell of a New Year's Eve party. Congrats, guys.
Good evening, and thank you all for coming. My name is Abigail Davis, and I'm the sister of the bride and the maid of honor. Thank you. And I just, when I started looking for things to say about Audrey and Ryan, I kind of drew a blank at first, because what do you say about two people who are so in love and who are so right for each other? And just being around them, their friendship always shines through. And it's hard. I can't. I won't look at you. And when I was thinking of things to say, I came across a line of a poem, and it was from a French poet, and it said that happiness in life is to love and to be loved. And Audrey and Ryan have brought each other happiness in life, and they are truly two people who are in love. And their love is the type of love that fairy tales are made up of. And I love Audrey.
I'm being told I have to talk. Not by Audrey. She wants everyone to, but she won't admit it. She wants me and Rachel to go home. Or not. So the party's starting soon. Either way, Audrey and I have definitely had our ups and downs going through middle school and high school and college and afterwards. And I have known Audrey and Ryan separately and together, and I think together they make the absolute perfect couple. And like Bob said, he literally worships the ground she walks on, as she also does towards him. And I think that they have a love that everyone should always look towards and think about, and it's just, I mean, it's something that, you know, all of us sort of kind of look up to as, I mean, besides Abigail, none of us are married, and we just look up to them as a couple that we think truly will make it in this crazy world. And just want to say we love you guys, and here's to Audrey and Ryan.
All right.
Love you.
I'm Carrie. I'm Audrey's first cousin on the pair side. If you can't tell. My speech has to do with a couple years ago when all of us went to the Ozarks on a family Christmas vacation, and Ryan told us the key to keeping Audrey happy. And he said it came down to 2 words: I'm sorry. He said his day goes, he wakes up, he's sorry. He gets in the shower, he's sorry. He goes to work, he's sorry. He comes home and cooks her dinner after working a 12-hour day, he's sorry. He goes to bed, he's sorry. And although most of the time he doesn't know what he's sorry about, it just makes Audrey happy. I'm sure Ryan would argue that in the wedding planning, he's used a lot of I'm sorry's and also yes ma'ams. He just likes to make Audrey happy, and that leads me into, in all seriousness, this couple is, like everyone else has said, beautiful together. They're someone that we all look up to. Although they tease each other and they always joke around and give each other a hard time, they're beautiful together, and you can totally tell the love that they have. And so with that, I'd like to say, although Brian uses a lot of I'm sorry's, they have everything that this world needs to make a marriage happy. So with that, here's to Audrey and Ryan.
Okay, right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Tomorrow's a new day.
Okay. For anyone who doesn't know Audrey, she was a type A personality. Big time. All these decorations I did 3 or 4 times, at least. We're out here 4 days, 16-hour days, but I think it looks okay now. But going back to this type A personality, she goes, when you ask me to marry me, I don't want it on Christmas, Thanksgiving, Memorial Day, Labor Day, my birthday, your birthday, Valentine's Day, our anniversary, etc., etc. I'm like, okay, I got you. So on her 6-year anniversary, I asked her to marry me, and she was so happy and she didn't seem to care. Okay, so a year and a half we're getting later. In the past 3 or 4 months, she's been saying, Ryan, do you have your speech ready? Ryan, you need to make a speech ready. Get it ready. I'm like, okay, I got it. So here I am up here, winging my speech. Just like Audrey wanted. And
And I just wanted to thank Audrey's parents, Rob and Susan, for helping us out. We couldn't do it without you. And also thank you to my mom and my dad for all the help you've given us. And I'm just going to go down the table. Starting down there at the end with Audrey's cousins, Carrie and Kelly. I love you very much, and thanks for the good times. You always make me laugh, and every time I see Audrey text on her phone and laughing, I know she's talking to one of you two. Right there in the middle, Cassie, she just recently got engaged to Aaron, who's somewhere out there, and I want to say congratulations. Rachel. What can I say? Well, thanks for helping out here. Yeah. You did a good job. And to Daniel, you better get on it, buddy. Abby.
Emily, where's Emily?
Abby, you've been a great sister, Todd. I'm glad you live a lot closer, and you seem like you have a perfect family. Okay, starting on my side. Okay, see, all my grooms were nervous about, they all had these speeches written out, and I'm like, what are you guys nervous about? Audrey's been telling me for 4 months I better plan this out. And I've just been telling her, yeah, I got it. I haven't been sweating it the whole time, so I knew the whole time I was going to wing it. Well, these guys have all been nervous. Joey's about ready to have a physical, a mental breakdown up here. He's like, man, there's a lot of people up here. I don't know if I can do it. I'm like, you'll be fine. And starting down there, Stevie, he's been my neighbor since I was born, pretty much. We were born 18 days apart, and you've been a best friend from the day I was born, so I appreciate that. And Scott Conley, my partner at second base.
Oh my God, here we go.
Back to some high school stories. Class of 02. We had a lot of good times growing up, Scott. And yeah, we played baseball ever since we were little, and it's been a pretty good combo. I think we still are. Bobby. I could talk up here all night about Bobby and just rag on him, but to be honest, when you're ever in a pinch and you want somebody to have your back, it'd be Bobby Sennett, and I appreciate that. And Kurt, all I can say is, although I was a little mean to you growing up, I've always tried to be the best older brother. I've always tried to be the best older brother I could be, and show you the way. Joey, we've had a lot of good times over the years, and a lot of good times. And like Joey said, he doesn't want to get into any details, and I'm not either, so thank you for being my best man. And last but not least, to Odd. Thank you for always being there for me, and thank you for making me want to be a better person, and I love you very much. And to all of you, thanks for coming. Thank you.